Today I went to the dump and dropped off a bunch of trash, and while I was there I swung past the metal pile, as I always do, and you can see back there I picked up 2 or 3 bicycles. I'd like to have 100 of them for parts, but I've only got like maybe 10 right now. Anyway, I was pawing through the metal pile looking at some stuff. I found a bicycle wheel, and I uncovered this, and I thought, there's no way this can be a vise. Oh, I rolled it out, and it was covered in just a light powdery dust, like it had been out in somebody's old building somewhere. It wasn't rained on, but it had seen a lot of moisture. And I dug it out and looked it over, and I thought, well, that's got to be all frozen up. But lo and behold, it's not frozen up. Now, closer inspection here, if this vise had been used at all, this edge right here would be beat up, and the jaws would be all marred. And these are replaceable jaws. The handle would be beat on. I thought, well, probably this is frozen up, but actually it's not. It loosens up and you can swivel it just fine. As near as I can tell, this is a brand new vise. It has never been used. It has a thing to grip pipe down here, and the jaws on that have never been used. It's brand spanking new, and somebody hauled this to the dump. Just threw it away. This is going on my workbench. It's a nice vise. And they just threw it away. The things you find at the dump are simply amazing. So, that was my high point for the day. This is made in Meridian, Connecticut by Chase Parker, the Chase Parker Company. Never heard of them before, but I don't know anything about this stuff. Chase Parker, number 436 1/2, patent 1830, looks like. Pretty cool. Second highlight of the day was I got on the internet, needed a new pair of shoes, and found these at Zappos. These are New Balance, just a cheap pair of shoes. But let me flip the camera over so you can see. What really caught me about these shoes were that they came in quadruple E, 4E. They're very wide. Now, whenever I've had shoes, ever since I was a little kid, I always had wide feet. And my shoes were never wide enough because we bought cheap shoes. But I discovered this phenomenon that whenever I go to a big shoe store, my feet get narrow. They always measure my feet and say, oh, no, you don't have, I say, well, I have kind of wide feet. Oh, no, you don't have wide feet. No, your feet are narrow. You don't have wide feet at all. And they'll start digging out shoes, and I'll step down and say, oh, it's not wide enough. It's cramping my feet. Oh, well, you just need to go up a size. I end up going out there with a size 14 shoe about this long, and my toe is like this far from the end, but they're wide enough. So I'm thinking this time, I ordered a size 10, which is like 3 sizes less than I usually end up with at a shoe store. But I ordered them in quadruple E. And this is the only pair of shoes I've ever had that were actually, since I was a kid, they were actually wide enough and the right length. My toe was about, maybe 3/4 of an inch or an inch from the end. And they're actually wide enough. I'm very happy with them. These aren't, I didn't buy these to hike the Appalachian Trail with. I bought them just to walk every day on the road. Just a cheap pair of shoes. They were like $65, nothing special. And they're butt ugly brown, so, But the other colors weren't that good either. That's probably the reason why they weren't real expensive. But that's the scoop on shoes. I'm very happy with them. Good pair of shoes. Very comfortable. Almost like bedroom slippers. So that takes care of that. Now, we are thinking about, as things unfold here and as I talk to Sue, rather than tearing down this building, we're thinking about dumping a few $1,000s into it and having it leveled up, put metal roofing on it, aluminum fascias, vinyl soffits, vinyl siding, and then over on this end, we're thinking of putting a big 8-foot garage door to move the bicycles and the kayaks in and out of, and then in one end of it, Sue having it for a garden shed to pot plants and store all of her fertilizers and whatever, just for her garden shed. And then where the wood pile is, we're thinking of putting in a raised garden that's about, with beams, cedar beams all the way around, a couple of feet high with steps up to it, and then filling it full of loom and having a garden out here, maybe 40 by 40. And if we do that, and of course we'll probably change our mind 10 or 12 times, that means the green garden shed that's way down there, that one, would turn into a chicken house. And Sue's trying to talk me into putting the new garage down here where the chicken wire is, where the chicken coop is right now, kind of out of the way, because I'm kind of limited where I can put things here because I have a power line going over the property, and the buildings can't be underneath the power line. So I got to go for another bike ride. I haven't been riding too much today because the warm weather, I'm trying to get adjusted to it, and the warm weather and I have never been real good friends, but ironically at night it's still dropping down into the 30s. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, just have a really great day. Bye-bye. What's the matter with the boy, huh? What's the matter with the boy?